We're still trying to get all of the information as to what exactly he was doing during the time of the fatal incident. There was one passenger that was transported to Northeast Medical Center in Humble, but apparently the passenger had a pre-existing condition prior to boarding the plane. The immigrants did have access to bathroom facilities as well as water. Some of the immigrants arrived in Pasadena today. Some said they'd been in the house since Sunday. The immigrants were telling police that they'd only been fed once a day. Despite the damage done to the 18-wheeler, the driver was able to walk away. The driver of the pickup truck appeared to be intoxicated and was arrested for DWI. The two rail cars are 90 tons each, and each were carrying hydrogen peroxide. So right now they're using sand dikes to try to keep the spill and runoff to a minimum. And again, the main concern is that the train engine was carrying diesel fuel. And if the diesel fuel and the hydrogen peroxide become mixed, it can prove to be very highly volatile and combustible. Now, as far as part of containing the runoff, crews have used sand and have diked the ditches surrounding it to keep the runoff going, as well as using foam from foam engine trucks. Apparently hydrocarbons are able to travel onto the water, causing the flame to spread, but because of the sand dikes and the foam, water runoff has been to a minimum.
To the scene of that shooting this morning with the police officer and the civilian. Let's go to Southeast Houston.
This is HPD spokesperson Martin DeLeon. He's about to begin a press conference explaining the situation here. We'll go live to him now.
Approximately 9:45 Thursday morning, Houston police were called to a robbery in progress and a check cashing place on the 5700 block of the South Loop East. During the robbery, a Houston police officer and a civilian were both shot and killed during the robbery. The officer is a 20-year veteran currently assigned to Southeast Patrol. The female inside is 25 years old. Neither of their names are being released at this time. I do have suspect description for you. The shooter is described as a black male between 6 feet and 6 feet 2. He was wearing either a black or a dark blue racing jacket with red racing stripes down his arms. The other two suspects are described as black males in dark clothing. I was told that two of the suspects are in their late 20s and one of the suspects in his 30s. The suspects fled in a white Grand Am believed to be 95, 96 model. Last seen heading eastbound on the service road of the South Loop East. Possibly missing hubcaps on the passenger side and partial license plate believed to be the first letter S and D like in David.